Effective November 3rd, Amazon is making changes to buyer seller messaging. And as part of that changes, we're making updates to the Seller Labs communication tool, many of you know as Feedback Genius. And I wanted to take a minute to update those changes with you so that you can see what we're doing to help you stay in compliance. Now, Amazon makes it very clear in this update that we as service providers need to do two things to remain compliant. One, we need to be an approved solution for Amazon. Seller Labs is part of the buyer seller messaging program, and we are a tool approved through the Amazon App Store. Two, we need to be able to do a couple of things with your messages. One, include an order ID with your message, and two, send your message with the buyer language of choice. We will take care of those two things for all of your messages moving forward. There are a few things that you need to be able to do. And so what we've done is we've actually updated our tool to help you be compliant. Now, I want to be very crystal clear in saying this. Our tool is compliant with Amazon, but there are ways to use our tool that could make you non-compliant. So I broke this into two very simple ways. One is, how do you handle your existing messages? How do you handle messages already set up in the Seller Labs tool? Well, we are able to detect many of the things that can get you caught for a violation of the new policy. So if you are including a product image, an emoji, messages without an order ID, using non-secure URLs, email addresses in the body, phone numbers in the body, images that are not secure, GIFs or GIFs, depending on which part of the country you're from, using the words coupon or promotion, or you're sending messages to orders over 30 days, we will be sending you a notification via the Seller Labs notification center. It will come via email and it will be in app. We will be running these on a regular basis to tell you about any messages that violate the current Amazon policy that goes into effect November 3rd. But there are a couple of things that we cannot detect. We cannot detect the intent of your message. So it's important that you go and look at the actual intent of your message. We cannot control grammar and spelling errors. You are the ones that have to identify those. If you have an image with your logo and you're using a URL, that is a violation and you need to update it. And we cannot check what's going on inside your attachments. So if you have existing messages within Seller Labs, we highly recommend that you go in and edit these and look for notifications that may be coming to you from us to identify messages that can get you in trouble. Now, if you go to create a new message, we've added some new functionality which will allow you to create new messages and remain compliant. We've done little things like remove the ability to add an emoji. So we know that you can't have emojis. We had a tool for you to add an emoji, but we've taken that out. In addition, we've changed a few of the components of the tool so that it will not allow for certain formatting restrictions that Amazon has put in place. It will not allow you to make additional updates and edits when you're not supposed to. So things like the amount of font sizes and spacing and returns within your email, all these things that are very technical, we've added them to the tool to help make you compliant. In addition, we will help you in sending the language of choice. And so you can create two messages for like US, one in English, one in Spanish. We will be tied into the Amazon message of choice API, and we will be able to tell what the buyer's preferred language is. But if you don't have the ability to create multiple messages in different languages, we will opt to send a request for review feature anytime you do not have the language of choice. Amazon automatically translates this message and sends it on your behalf, but the message comes from Amazon, not from you. So, what can you do today? Take 30 minutes. Go in and look at your messages. Make sure they're compliant with Amazon's policy. If you happen to get a warning and put on a 30-day restriction, come back through the system and check for all the things that could be causing errors. Look for notifications and warnings that are coming from Seller Labs. And if you have any questions, reach out to Seller Labs and ask our customer support team for some help. Thank you all. And we're really excited about this new buyer seller messaging and your ability to ask clients for reviews.